That's right. I stopped last time in the middle of a somnium. That was smart of me. I don't remember what I'm doing anymore. I know we're going down the other path right now. Yes, we're going down this path for the first time. Last time we went this way. We got locked there and we're locked there. Alright, so that's all we're doing is trying to get through this somnium. A gun. I gotta blow it up.
A revolver.
Is it real?
Of course it's real. It's a somnium. Everything's real.
It appears that way.
Look down the barrel. Oh, that's real smart. Shoot. Move. Not gonna work, is it?
It is fixed with a vice and cannot move.
Can you
That was a waste of time.
Impossible.
Is there some kind of meaning to it?
Wow, that took up a crap ton of time.
4 minutes.
Huge waste there.
I see many objects in the room.
Investigate the TV. Why is everything taking up that much time?
It appears to be a frog. A child's painting.
Let's hope it's not dangerous, or you might croak.
Was that supposed to be funny?
No, I was just thinking about the meaning of the painting.
That got us nowhere, huh?
There does not appear to be a particular meaning.
I agree.
Well, shit. I guess we're looking at the fucking mirror, aren't we?
You have less than 2 minutes,
A
Date.
full-body mirror.
Didn't we try talking before or something? Let's try it again, because it worked last time.
What are you doing in a place like this? I'm taking care of Date. He's so troublesome. Oh, I understand. He can't do anything without you, can he? Yeah.
Cut it out.
No, come on.
A full body.
I'm gonna punch it.
Are you sure I can break this mirror?
No, I don't think you have the strength to break it.
Then why did you ask me to, pervert?
Wait. I was asking you to break a mirror or pervert it.
Just punch it, and I'm not a pervert. You see? It won't break.
What was the point of that?
We're failing and everything. Let's look in it.
I see my reflection.
Really?
What could this mean?
Your reflection should be the figure I'm thinking of. So, what is your true form?
Whatever you imagine. My appearance is nothing but a vessel.
So your spirit is your true form.
Alright. Guessing the doors can't be done, right?
A double door.
Open it. Can't open.
It doesn't open. We don't have to worry about it.
Let's look at the medicine itself, not the TV this time.
Various things.
The bottle. We blew it up.
What? The explosions appear to have stopped.
The explosions made the room change.
Of course.
This is a dangerous dream, but we must continue.
Yeah, I don't think I have enough time for continuing. Blew up a frog. Here and stab it. Reference book. We gotta look at the TV first, right?
An analog TV.
What did we do last time? We didn't turn a dial, we hit it or something? We gotta keep up that, right?
Understood.
Yeah, that's not creepy.
What was that? That was creepy.
I nearly pissed my pants.
You and me both. Alright, well.
It appears to be a butterfly reference book with pictures.
She likes bugs. Let's rip it.
That will be difficult with it being this thick.
That's what happens. You mess with me, butterflies, you're not gonna jump twice as high.
Butterfly effect.
I suppose that is somewhat accurate.
The more you do, the less time you have.
But we have no choice but to investigate further.
Right.
I don't have time to do anything. Need to stab something. We do gotta look at the TV again. The bird this time.
A retro TV. That child's voice is creepy.
And hearing that laugh in this situation?
It is unusual.
Mm-hmm.
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
I'm gonna check out the locker.
Just a locker.
What did we do last time? Open it?
That was close. If this were the Delta Princess, I would have been stabbed.
Oh, didn't we have to stab it?
Be trapped.
I do not see anything else inside. Would you like me to examine the knife?
Good idea.
Oh, great.
Date, we're out of time.
Damn, what the hell is this place?
Yeah, those first few things we did killed that whole run. And I knew it too. I knew there's no way I'm beating it. Yeah, I'm going further back. There's no way I was beating it once I screwed up those first couple times. But there wasn't really anything else I could do.
I see many
Ah,
objects in the
Alt
room.
tab by mistake. Oh, and everything costs way more. See that? And there's nothing you can do about it. I'm gonna skip through that because we saw that already. Blew up the frog. Yeah, I got it. Okay, go tear this now.
It appears
Got it. We're doing way better now. Now we gotta do locker. I'm not even worried about the TV.
just a locker.
Open that locker. Now we gotta go check out the knife. See, we're back to where we were that fast. And look, we got 4 minutes left.
The knife that flew out of the locker.
Was that kill myself? Alright. I don't know.
Like this?
Oh.
What? I only threw it lightly.
That somehow worked. That's absolutely crazy. And that is absolutely disturbing. What's next?
An
I'm ready for
orgone,
anything.
Television and torso.
We have to do something to the torso.
I'm starting to see the picture.
I do not yet understand it.
Alright, what's our next thing? Shoot and kill. So there's the torso. The gun's right there, but it's facing that way at the TV. Wait, it's facing a different TV though. Oil drum, there's the gas canister. In the last one we shot. Oh no, it is facing that
A
TV.
revolver.
Is it real?
It appears that way.
Shoot it. You'll shoot the TV, right?
I do not see any bullets inside.
Well,
Just try it.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
well, it failed.
As I thought, this will not work.
You need a bullet.
Need a bullet. I feel like it has to do with the... I don't think the oil drum has anything in it, right? Does it?
An oil drum.
Take the lid off, look inside. Don't you need to take the lid off to look inside? That is weird. Was this Japanese porn?
Ugh.
What the hell's that? Is
What does this mean?
that a bullet? That's bullets! Hell
Maybe you can
yeah!
use them in that gun?
You pick up those bullets. Already pick them up?
A revolver.
Can we use the bullets we found earlier?
Here we can.
This could work. I'll try shooting it.
You can do it. Line up the shot. Exhale slowly. And... you got it. Sorry, kitty. Yep, Iris is one twisted little kid. She seemed like such a good person, too. Things gone cray-cray. What in the hell? That boss looking over so? I wonder if we ever get to go in boss's Somnium. Alright, we beat that one. Now we're cemented onto the other timeline. I have no idea where we're at in the timeline.
What happened during that somnium?
We saw the whole thing on the monitor.
But we're just as confused as you are.
Well, upon further reflection, it is not so strange.
Yeah, it is. Where am I? I gotta look again real quick. Here. That came from... okay, I investigated her. Got it. Now explain, Iba.
Dreams are developed outside of our conscious will. When you sink into somnium, there is no guarantee of what you will discover.
What about the figure?
Could have been Iris herself.
That is a possibility. The sinker sees the subject's dream from the third person.
That means that Iris... she must have met So Tsujima somewhere.
Well, her mother knows so.
We did see Congressman Tsujima in there.
We saw that shadow kiss him, too.
Did that happen in reality?
Not necessarily. I'm sure you've had dreams of kissing celebrities and porn stars, right?
The first part, yes, but the second part, no.
You sure about that? Anyway, you know what I mean.
A dream is not made up entirely of memories. It can include things outside of your memory, like TV or movies.
Even if the figure was supposed to be Iris, her smooch in Somnium does not necessarily reflect her actions in reality.
You can't use the word smooch.
Oh, hey, Starbane. Yeah, this is on the left side. I hit a lock here, just like I have a lock here. So this is, from Iris's. It's where you turn everything into drawings in her Somnium. So we're going down this path right now.
Why not?
So we don't know if Iris and So are acquainted.
That's right, because So is a celebrity of sorts. It's possible she just saw him on TV or online.
We were silent for a time. While I was deep in my thoughts, I heard Peter
Date.
speak.
Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
Really, they've never woken up while we're chatting before. I gave my short reply and headed to the sink room next door.
Putting me to sleep when I wasn't expecting it? You cops are more rough than I thought.
You signed a consent form before you came in here, didn't you?
You forced me to sign it.
Anyway, Iris, I have some things I want to ask you.
What?
I'm looking forward to some cooler characters. I already like the characters we've been introduced to. I see ya. Oh, I can talk to him. Howdy.
I'll leave Iris to you, Date.
Oh,
Is there something you want to ask me? You should be talking to Iris right now.
nah. I'll look around everywhere first, then I'll talk to Iris when I feel like it. Thank you. We never got to look around in here before. That's the door is actually another door that will take you to the 6th basement floor of the government building. Mm-hmm. It's a sink machine. It's a sink chair. Alright, where... Sink gear. Another sink chair. Nothing else, I think. Hi. I'm standing over her to assert dominance. How you feeling?
I'm okay. Normal, I guess.
It's not every day that you get drugged and someone invades your mind.
Why? Did you do something that would make me sick?
I just took a peek inside your head is all.
Inside my head?
Turns out there's nothing there. You remember your dream earlier?
Dream? What are you talking about?
This is where one of the people pipes up and says she won't be aware of her dream.
The subject of the sink does not experience
Exactly.
Somnium as you do.
Every timeline.
Iris would not know about it.
You know a politician named Sosajima?
Yeah, I know his name and face. I've never met him.
You haven't?
I'm just an internet idol. It's not like I have connections to politicians or anything.
No, I liked Iris a lot in the beginning, but in the second half of the game here, she's manipulating everybody. Well, just the particular timelines. And she's deceiving a lot of people and stuff. And I can't tell if that means she's bad, or if it's a tumor, or whatever. But I really liked her in the first half of the game. And I don't completely dislike her now. I just don't like how she's playing out on these timelines. But I mean, every character has a good and bad side in the game, which is realistic.
Iris, Let me ask one thing. The message Ota sent you on Nile. I won't tell anyone about that thing. What is that thing?
I don't know. Ota's the one who wrote that. You should ask him.
Aiba, Ota's phone is still broken, right? But he definitely sent that Nile message.
Ota purchased a new phone in Akihabara yesterday.
With the same number?
Yes.
Call it.
He's not gonna say it.
Connected.
Hey, it's Kaname Date. Where are you?
Didn't we get him to say it? In another timeline?
Ota, I know you can hear me.
At home. I'm at home.
Got it. Wait right there. I'm coming over.
Is Tessa still at the police station?
Yes?
If you want me to talk, release her. Criminal Procedure Law Number 198. Persons may refuse to heed a summons or leave the supervision of the police at any time unless they are arrested or detained. Tessa isn't a suspect. According to Article 223, this applies to all persons of interest.
Oh yeah, it's just that the first half of the game they made almost everybody likable, and in the second half of the game they're making everybody your enemy. Like Ota and Iris are both my enemies right now, more or less. And while the first half of the game you were suspicious of everybody, no one had actually done anything to make you sure that they were against you. Whereas here, I've been tased and everything. So, no, I like that they're different in each timeline. But I like the Iris of the other timeline. I don't like the Iris of this timeline because of the behavior.
You haven't issued an arrest warrant for Tessa, right?
Just like I don't like the Ota in this timeline.
So if you don't release her right now, you are violating the law.
Though he's not wrong.
Damn.
Do we have a deal? You want my testimony, right? Bring Tessa here, and I promise I'll tell you everything I know.
That's what it is. I think they tased me last time instead of telling them. And that's probably what they're going to try to do this time. Something similar.
This kid is starting to get on my nerves.
So, what are you going to do?
Shit.
Let's go to the diner.
Iris, come with me. We're going to Matsushita Diner.
Were you talking to Ota?
Yeah, telepathically. I have special powers. Anyway, let's go.
All right.
Tessa!
At least he's not in a bear suit.
Thank you, Ota.
I thought Ota was okay in the beginning route, the one that started at the top and went to the right. I didn't mind him in that one at all.
It's thanks to you.
That's right. It's not like you can do whatever you want just because you're the police.
Maybe not, but you better keep your promise.
Kitchen. All of these things to explore. What's in the table? Kid seat. That one's for Ota. The door's a swinger. And oop. It never let you click on the slippers. Maybe I want to know something about the slippers. It's a Kleenex for Ota when he's thinking about Iris. This is your first time here? Of course not.
Why does that matter? Do you want me to leave?
Have you ever met Ota's mother? Perhaps she thinks you're a witch.
Don't you have things to ask Ota? Hurry up.
Nah, I'll keep asking you. Well, actually. Where's your mother?
She's in the living room in the back. I think she's watching TV or something.
Okay.
Did you come all the way here just to ask me that?
Yeah. I was just, you know, I'm in love with your mother, and I've come to confess. Did I keep you waiting?
I was nervous thinking about Tessa. I couldn't stop imagining what dirty, perverted dojin plots you were acting out with her.
Well, I'm not liking Ota in this timeline right now, but I liked him in the beginning.
As long
He's,
as I'm in your eye socket, that won't happen.
He's a bit of an idiot,
Wouldn't happen anyway.
but so is the main character. I mean, they're all kind of like that a little bit. Guess you bought a new cell phone.
Yeah, yesterday in Akihabara.
Until he tased me and put on a, well, not necessarily put on a bear suit, but until that timeline, he hadn't actually done anything bad, like his heart was in the right place. Yeah.
Didn't I tell you? Ask Ota about it.
She knows Ota's not gonna tell me, huh?
So let's hear it. What is that thing?
Maybe it's a tumor.
That thing?
Don't play dumb. You sent that message to Iris.
Oh, Date, will you do me a favor?
What?
There's a picture on the counter, right?
Yeah?
I want you to take a good look at it.
He's gonna try to tase me from
photo.
behind.
Yes, the photo.
Don't do it. You can't trust him. That's really weird. I told you. This is another one of your examples of where the police officer's being stupid. Okay, look. That smirk shouldn't have happened. He's flat out evil right there. Iba, kill him. Yep. Alright, where's the bear suit?
My head is pounding.
That's why I'm
What
driving.
time is it?
The day has turned over. It is Monday, 2:50 a.m. You've been unconscious for nearly 5 hours.
Ota got me, didn't he?
He did. He struck you over the head with the walk.
Little bastard. Why did he do that?
I don't know, but afterward, he ran off with Iris.
How do you know?
You had lost consciousness, but I was still watching. I recorded video of the incident. Take a look.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
We know they're going to the warehouse, right?
You witch! You stay away from my boy!
Yeah, you get her.
Tessa!
What'd she just do?
What's wrong? Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Ota.
What'd she do to the mother? Just like casually walked up and stared her down or something?
Why didn't you chase them?
I'm sorry.
You should have jumped out of my eye and ran after them.
I couldn't move. The mechanics controlling my ambulatory motion were short-circuited by the blow to your head. Date, the boss is calling.
How am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency.
Ah, great. Warehouse, right?
Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iva.
Yep. And I don't want to skip through it because something may have changed. Show me the polar bear, though. What a Coca-Cola.
No, that's...
They're doing like a loose reboot of the Saw series with like Samuel Jackson, Chris Rock in it. I don't know what to expect.
The criminal is streaming this live.
I was never a real big fan of the Saw series, though. I don't care for gore too much.
Iva, the source.
Despite playing this game.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
I kept my foot to the gas the whole time. I could feel a sweat on my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed. Yeah, I like horror movies a lot.
Sick bastard.
But I prefer horror movies that are like scary and not just shock. Like, it shouldn't be disturbing per se. It should just be unsettling, you know, like a ghost maybe, or a spirit, or I don't know.
Hold on, I'll save you.
Ota.
But this part's a little bit same. Bam, bam, bam.
Stay away from Tessa.
He can't bear for it to hurt him. Hurt her.
Date, we've almost reached the destination.
Please, please let me make it in time.
Oh, I feel like we're getting there a little faster this time. The thing they never ask is why there are two cars there, because one was the one that had them two in it. Whose is the other one?
You okay?
Date,
Where did they go?
through the back door.
Just hang on, Ota.
I didn't
Help
know there
is
was a
on the
back door.
way.
Don't worry, Iris is alive. Backup is en route to this location. Date, pursue the culprit.
All right, I'm on it.
I'm on it. Jacob's Ladder, huh? I feel like I may have seen it, but maybe... If it's an older movie, I think I may have seen it. My mom is a huge horror buff. Psychological dramas and stuff. So I've seen most of them. But since I don't really remember it, either I haven't seen it or it's worth a rewatch anyway. I did really like Silent Hill games, and I like the Silent Hill movie, actually. For a video game movie, it was pretty good. Oh yeah, I expect them to answer it, because that's what they did in Nonary games. They were really good about fleshing it out.
Any traces of the culprit?
Still nothing. We also didn't catch the culprit on any of the surveillance cameras.
Of course not.
They probably got away through the back alley.
While wearing a polar bear costume.
Maybe they took it off and threw it in the ocean.
If it were filled with something heavy, it would sink to the bottom.
Yeah, I may have seen it. Who's in the movie? Like what actors and actresses? I would have been a kid when it came out. And my despite being a kid, I watched a lot of horror movies as a kid. My childhood was, strangely enough, an intertwining of horror and Disney. Bum. I always wanted to learn piano. I think that'd be kind of cool. Very simple to have a good sounding tune just from piano. Yep, nothing's being said this time. Did I get everything? Clock? Probably, coffee. And a shogi piece. Guess that's everything I can think of. Yeah, Tim Robbins. I like Tim Robbins. Shawshank was a good movie. Now he's being a pervert. Let's see. A CSI, well, yeah. A CSI found anything at the warehouse?
It's still ongoing, but they haven't found anything of note yet. Date, Aiba, go to the warehouse again and investigate. You two might be able to find some useful clues.
About Iris and Ota.
They were taken to Central Hospital.
I'm surprised we saved them this time.
Ota's surgery went well. He's in treatment now.
I guess when they used a stun gun on me, I was out for more than 5 hours.
He's stable, nothing life-threatening. Iris, though.
Is she still in surgery?
Yeah.
Iris's left eye was forcibly removed. Because the optic nerve is connected to the brain, the surgery will take some time to complete.
We're gonna need to give her Aiba. Have you contacted Hitomi and Mayumi?
Of course. Hitomi's at the hospital, waiting for the surgery to finish.
And Mayumi?
She was at the hospital earlier, waiting for Ota to get out. I think she went back home to get some clothes and things for Ota's hospital stay.
Date, last night, Mayumi left the diner to chase after Iris and Ota. Perhaps she knows something.
Yeah, she might. Let's listen to Mayumi's story.
We gotta go to a warehouse and a diner. About so.
So, Sejima? He was in Iris' Somnium yesterday.
Yeah, do you have any really, like, desire to shoot him in the head or anything?
Right. But Iris says she's never met him.
Why not ask So about it?
So lives in Azabu, right? I guess I could.
About
You
the
should ask
fishery.
Iba about that.
Yes, I have already done some research. Okiura Fishery is owned by the Okiura we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
So it's a coincidence the criminal chose that location?
Unknown.
I want to hear from a representative of the fishery.
They're giving statements at HQ right now. The line is pretty long.
You could just talk to Mizuki.
Right. He's part of the Okiura family too. Oh, speaking of. Hey boss, did you end up sending anyone to take care of Mizuki yesterday?
Jeez, you're finally getting around to asking that? Yes, she's fine. I had one of our new recruits take her. She took her back to your house, so Mizuki should still be there.
Yeah, and she's
So
gonna be
Mizuki's
pissed
home.
that I left her behind.
And I'm fairly certain she's furious with you.
Mm-hmm. Rightfully so.
After leaving her alone with Mama, I mean.
Alright, time to
Alright,
investigate.
boss. I'm going to investigate all this.
Got it. We're counting on you.
Let's go, Iva.
Roger that.
Let's see. Definitely want to check out the hospital. We'll go here last because we just came from there. We'll go there second to last. We'll go to the hospital because I don't think we've ever gone to the hospital that I remember. And then we'll hit up Date and then Sejima, I guess.
Are you okay?
Date.
The nurse told me you were here.
Yes, just resting. Iris's surgery was successful. They told me she would be fine. After I heard that, a weight left my shoulders, and I just collapsed.
It seems that she passed out and was brought here.
Yeah, the nurse told me.
But I'm fine now. I feel much better.
Right, let's explore this hospital. Let's see a toilet in there. Bathrooms didn't have those. Mm-hmm.
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo.
Pardon me?
When Iris was little, we used to play hide and seek. Seeing that curtain made me think about it.
The bed. Bedside table. Oh, we have been here before. I remember thinking, why is the table so high? They're not reaching anything. If you're a patient. That's right, we talked to a nurse in here once when Renju escaped. A sink. Probably got everything. She said next to the bed? No, she's sitting on the bed. What about your alibi?
Hitomi, what were you doing around 3 a.m. today?
Did you try to kill your daughter? How do you feel about polar bears?
I don't mean anything by it. I'm just doing my job.
I was sleeping at home. The police came and picked me up around 4 a.m. That's when I heard about all this.
Her testimony matches what was in the investigation material.
Man, if I had a kid out at 3 a.m. and I didn't know where they were, I probably wouldn't be in bed sleeping.
The cops came to pick her up around 4?
Correct.
How long does it take to get from Hitomi's house to the warehouse?
20 to 25 minutes by car.
And the polar bear ran out of the warehouse at around 3:15?
Correct.
If you're fast, you can just make it.
Do you suspect Hitomi?
Not necessarily, but...
Do you know anything about Iris and So? Like, did they smooch?
So, Sejima? The politician?
Yeah, you know who he
Yes.
is.
We believe they might know each other.
I don't think so.
Oh, I'm glad we cleared that up. About Ota.
I am so thankful for Oda. No, words don't even do it justice. Oda saved Iris, didn't he? I heard the police talking about it. If Oda didn't go to the warehouse that night, Iris would be dead. I really don't even know what to say. It's frustrating that there isn't a bigger word for thank you. Oda was actually one of my students. I was his teacher in elementary school. Even back then, he had such a strong sense of justice. Not that I'm one to say, but I believe he grew up to be quite an amazing young man.
Yeah, he would never do things like hit people over the head.
He risked his own life to save someone else. His mother must have raised him well.
About Iris.
Iris lost her left eye. They haven't found it yet. If the optic nerve and blood vessels are intact, they told me they might be able to restore it. But I'm thankful she's alive.
That's the thing. If it did just simply roll away, which we know it didn't, we know the killer collected it, but the attempted murderer collected it. But if it had just like rolled out, it's in a frozen storage area, it would still be able to be picked up and probably put back in.
When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had. While I was waiting for news from Iris' surgery, I started thinking about Monica. And I felt like I was going to lose my mind.
That must have been very painful.
Yes.
Sorry for asking you so many questions at a time like this.
No, it's fine.
I should go.
He probably misses a lot of classes. Alright. Probably the one I'm most interested in is Oda's mother. We'll get there though. Let's go get yelled at by Mizuki. If she had been with me, this wouldn't have happened. I shouldn't have left her at the bar. She wouldn't let anybody knock me out.
Mizuki, could you take a break? I want to ask you something.
Yep. You don't piss off a girl that bench presses and carries a pipe, alright? You just don't do it. Wow, I cannot click on anything. I'm not complaining. We've already done that so many times. We can't even look at the door. At a rabbit. You're mad at me, aren't you? Let's just clear the air here. Where's Officer dropped you off? About the fishery. About Oda and Iris. Apologize. That's really what we should have done
I get it.
right away.
I'm really sorry, Mizuki. Yesterday, I went to meet up with the Yakuza gang. The Kumakuras. Remember Mama said Renju had some connection with them? So I went to question them. But of course, I couldn't take a little girl with me.
She's not really pulling it down as far as she needs to.
You understand, right?
I'm not afraid of any Yakuzas. I'd make their hearts stop beating in 3 seconds.
3.
Girls shouldn't talk like that.
That's awfully sexist of you. This is why no one thinks you're attractive.
I'm attractive.
Uh-huh, keep telling yourself that. That's why you haven't had a girlfriend in 4 years.
My girlfriend is a ninja. You know, she's just hiding in the shadows.
Sure. So what do you want to ask me anyway?
Oh, now they want me to look at everything. She's been staying with us for 4 years.
Hey,
Yeah,
could you
is-
stop hanging your clothes next to mine?
Why?
Your old people smell is going to get all over them.
I mean, I do like older women.
Date, I don't think that is what she's talking about.
As rational as it might be, you couldn't really go with the same outfit over and over without everybody in your life making comments about it. You have to have some variety.
You watch weird videos when I'm not around, don't you?
Yep.
Weird videos.
Something about cuckoldry?
No. Those are husbandry videos. You know, like animal husbandry, raising livestock. Anyway, don't touch my computer without permission.
Yeah, I bet she can bench press more than him.
It's cold. I'm going to catch a cold over here.
What?
Four years ago, Mizuki used to hide in them to scare you, didn't she?
Yeah, and I would scold her every time.
She hasn't done such childish things lately.
Good news for me.
You think so? I imagine that a part of you actually misses it.
He could have detected her hiding with his x-ray. Out of her bed. He has such a tiny apartment.
Hey, Mizuki, could you get rid of the Cleone in there?
Aw, do I have to?
Cleone?
Yes. If it were just 1 or 2, I'd let it slide, but there's 100 in there.
It's not my fault they started breeding.
I'm not sure where Cleone is. About to find out. Yeah, small sea slug. I see it. Small floating sea slug. Huh. Thank you. I'm gonna have to see if that's like something people keep as pets in Japan or what. Where's Officer dropped you off?
Where's the officer who dropped you off?
I told her to go home. I said I would call her to check in.
Okay,
Why are you disappointed? Did you want to meet her?
it's not like that.
You wanted to see her boobs? I thought you were more into small boobs, pervert.
I like big boobs too.
I suppose you are what they call a tit man.
That elevated quickly. Let's see. Yeah. You're probably right. I haven't actually looked at this in a while. Breeding Cleone. Yep, as a hobby. Interesting. What about Ota and Iris?
I saw the video. The one at 3 a.m. last night. Ota is amazing. I'm changing my mind about that guy.
Iris and Ota came out of it okay. They'll both live.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank God.
About the fishery.
Okira Fishery is a company Grandpa made. I don't think Daddy had anything to do with it, though. Grandpa died 17 years ago. Someone else is running that company now. They aren't family.
See, I don't understand how we don't have the exact names of the people that own it. Because that's one of the first people you'd probably suspect, right? Wouldn't you? If someone had brought someone to a warehouse, wouldn't you think, I wonder if it's the killer's property that he brought it to? What kind of person was your grandpa?
I never met him. He died before I was born. But Daddy did tell me stories.
What kind of stories?
Back when Grandpa was in Great-Grandma's tummy, she was on a passenger ship that got shipwrecked in a storm. She had to have the baby out on the ocean.
On the ocean?
Yup. And then Grandpa was raised by dolphins.
Huh?
By the time he was 10, he was catching fish with his bare hands. And then Grandpa got up on land and learned language and culture and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure that
And
happened.
then he decided to start up Okira Fishery.
Sounds like a tall tale.
Yeah, Grandpa was a legend. All the fishermen and sailors respected him.
That can't be true. But there's a part of me that's thinking maybe. After all, Mizuki herself seems superhuman. I'd believe her grandpa was an incredible man. Maybe he was saved by Cleone.
Thanks for
Bye-bye.
talking with me, Mizuki. It was helpful.
Was it?
I have to continue the investigation, so...
Wait, you're leaving me again?
Bring her along. She's better at this than you are.
I'm coming with you.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Why?
I can't involve you. This might be dangerous.
For the enemies.
It's okay, I'm strong. You know how strong I am, right? You were the one who knew how special I was before anyone.
It was 1 year ago. I noticed something strange when Mizuki came home from school.
Hey, what happened? Who did this to you?
Some kids at school. 5 or 6 of them. They said I was a weirdo because I don't live with my mom and daddy. And they teased me. And I got mad and I told them to go away and they hit me.
Tell me their names. I'll teach the little punks a lesson.
Date, wait. Adult intervention will not solve this problem. Mizuki has to deal with this problem herself.
Mizuki, come on. It's time to train.
What?
I'm gonna teach you how to kick their asses. We're starting right now. Get ready.
Why the shrine?
We've always ran a cool character. Guess which one? I mean, Mizuki, maybe? Mizuki is a cool character.
The shrine is the perfect place for special training.
It is?
You feel better when you train in quiet, serene places like this.
Sure, whatever.
First, I'm going to teach you 4 secrets to becoming stronger.
Is this the same shrine that we visited before? Because he seemed to have not know much about the place when he was here with Iris, but now it's shown a year ago he came here often with her to train.
Follow these 4 rules, and you will acquire power beyond your wildest dreams.
Date, are you playing a character or something?
I'm not Date. While we're in training, I am Master.
She's gonna beat his ass. But first, let's look at trees and stuff. Apparently the fence is of no significance, so we'll pass that up. Training dummy, Mokujin. Kujin. Rock, also of no significance. Yep, this is the shrine. They're solemn. But there were two things over here to click. Guardian dog. Bell.
Hey
Offering
Mizuki,
box.
do you have any fishing line and gum?
He wants to steal from the offering box.
Hey, everybody! There's a thief over here!
Clicky. Interns. Lanterns.
What does it say?
When riding an elevator, mashing the door close button doesn't actually do anything. That's what it says.
You're lying. Aren't you?
It's in kanji. She should be able to read it. Well, he can't. Maybe it's
Hey, Date, what's
weathered
that?
or something.
It's a chozuya. This is where you
Chozuya.
wash your belly button in the sacred water before you visit the shrine.
Belly button?
Yes, absolutely. In Shinto, the belly button is said to be the dirtiest place. That is why, before praying, you have to cleanse yourself.
I see. My belly is holy.
Uh,
I didn't mean for that to rhyme.
Date, I wish you wouldn't lie to her while she's impressionable. Your story about the belly button, she trusts you, you know.
She'll catch on eventually.
nope, definitely not the belly button. Alright, wait, arch. Alright, I think we got everything. Hi. Good training so far? And true, the key to victory is to kill the heart. Mental preparation is important. Everyday life is of dire importance. Being quick to act is crucial. I'd say mental preparation.
In a fight, you must first be victorious in your mind.
Like thinking I'm not gonna lose?
Exactly. I do the same mental preparation before going to a strip club. Before I go in, if I tell myself that they're all out of my league, then they will be. The mental fight has begun the moment I put my hand on the door.
Yeah, I see. Actually, no. That's stupid.
Being quick to act is crucial.
Mizuki, do you know how to win any fight against any opponent?
Don't get in a fight in the first place?
That's preferable.
That is a respectable answer. But no, the way to win any fight is this. Hit them first, and hit them hard enough to finish them.
I kinda get it, but...
Of course, I'm not saying that's how you should behave. But thinking about this will make a big difference in a real fight.
Yeah, hit them first in defense.
Yeah, okay, I get it, but... Seriously, Date, are you like acting or something?
Not Date, Master.
Your everyday life is of dire importance.
What? Why?
The best training you could ever have is to be mindful during your everyday life. Diet and exercise form a strong body. And if you are always maturing intellectually and emotionally, you will always be able to anticipate your enemy's first move.
I get it. But you're so messy. Does that mean you can't fight?
Hark, the blowing of the wind through the trees.
You can't just say something cool to avoid my question.
Key to victory is to kill the heart.
Like, when you get into a fight, aim for the heart?
Or maybe squash all feelings and focus in a moment?
No, it's the opposite. You must kill your own heart, Mizuki.
What do you mean?
If you are going to fight, you must suppress any mercy or emotional attachment. If you have even a mote of sympathy within you, do not think of your opponent as a man. Think of them as a target, a punching bag or a board.
I accidentally skipped. Possible to fight to your potential. Gotcha.
Just a punching bag. Huh.
Anyway, practice these 4 truths, and you will get stronger.
This sounds like a scam.
Yeah, he's not a very good teacher at all.
Believe in me. If you do as I say, you'll be thanking me in time.
Are you sure?
Right, how about we do a baseline test? Show me what you've got.
She's gonna beat him up.
Huh? How?
Let's see. How about you throw a punch? I can guess your strength from that.
If you say so, I'll give it a shot.
First, close your eyes and concentrate.
Like this?
Exactly. Then, punch forward. Huh?
How is that? You don't have to be nice. I know I'm weak.
Hey, by the way, did you swing back at those bullies?
No, I didn't do anything. There were a bunch of them. I didn't think I could.
I see. She doesn't know her own strength.
I suppose not.
Mizuki, let's just say I think you should be more confident in yourself.
Mm-hmm. I never did finish One Punch Man.
Really?
But never ever strike your master. That is a must.
And that's because he's afraid.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, you're so strong you scare me sometimes.
Well then,
No, I can't take you with me.
why not?
Because I took responsibility for you. I promised Renju. I can't put you in danger.
That's not fair. Bringing up Daddy.
Iris and Ota feel the same way. They don't want you hurt either. You have to understand, Mizuki. If I need your help, I'll let you know. When the time comes.
Really?
The thing is if he needs help, it's even more dangerous.
Yes.
So he's like, I don't want to bring you into constant danger, but I'll bring you into the worst danger I find.
Promise?
I promise.
I promise, because you know I kept the last one I made to you.
Let's go, Iba.
Where to?
Kojima.
How did you get in?
Hopped over the fence.
That's trespassing, you know.
I'll do what I want.
My baseball landed in your backyard. I was just trying to get it back.
3.
Well, that is strange. Why is Reika from the Cabaret Club over there?
That's a lantern. It doesn't look anything like her.
Small island.
Look, Iba. A giant salamander.
Mr. Sajima is a wealthy man. Perhaps it is his pet.
Really?
Salamander. else can I click on? What's up with you? What's your boss's relationship with the Kumakuras?
I don't know anything. Even if I did, I couldn't tell you. I'm sworn to confidentiality.
Oh, in that case, let me ask you even more stuff. Do you know Iris Sagan?
No, it's this girl.
Cute.
What was that?
Nothing.
You just said cute, didn't you?
I did not.
You did.
Did not.
Did?
I said shoot.
Why would you say shoot?
Look, I said I don't know her, all right?
Alright, Mr. Clean, I believe you. That's So's alibi.
Congressman Sajima was at home all Friday and Saturday.
How about from last night until this morning?
He was in his bedroom resting.
Can you prove that?
My word should be enough.
Iba, are there any security cameras in the mansion?
There are several, but for some reason, they are all powered off. There is no image data for the past few days.
That's interesting.
Really? That's too suspicious to ignore.
So. About your connection with the Kumakuras?
I told you yesterday. My relationship with them is perfectly legitimate.
Hey, Iba. You were still in the middle of the story about So selling and buying the Kawasaki land.
Oh, we can continue that later.
Ah, they threw that in just to remind us. Do you know Iris?
I don't. Who is that?
This girl. Do you recall seeing her?
Have you ever smooched her in a dream?
No, I've never seen her.
I detect no noticeable rise in So's body temperature.
This guy's a politician. Lying is his job.
Well, true.
Where were you at 3 a.m. this morning?
Here, sleeping, of course.
You can ask my bodyguard.
Why? What happened?
Did you not see the news?
No, I've been reading a book. I don't know what happened, but whatever it was, I had nothing to do with it. Are you finished here?
I'm just getting started.
You won't get anything, no matter what you ask. So Sajima has nothing to do with your case.
It's my job to decide that, not yours.
Okay, I didn't want to get rough. But if I need to, I'll feed you to the koi.
You'll try.
I'd like to see you try.
Date, he's not all talk.
What?
Check his body.
Yeah, so what? He has a gun.
This guy has a handgun.
It is, of course, real and loaded.
Well, we have a gun too.
So you're carrying, huh?
What are you talking about?
Don't act dumb. I should have you arrested for firearm violation.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The gun you have on you.
I don't have a gun.
I know that you do.
You got a way to prove it?
I could search you.
Yeah, I'll just have my eyeball testify.
Oh yeah? How? You need a warrant for that.
Everybody knows the law better than Date.
Are you finished? If you are done here, I'd like to ask you to leave.
Date, I don't believe we can accomplish anything further here. It's better for us to return to HQ.
This is why I hate politicians.
Return to HQ? We still have other places to go. We're not returning to HQ. Diner. Let's see what Mama has to say about the witch. Ota's mama, not other mama. Man, last time she was in tears.
Who might
the same spot. I was the one that was unconscious on the floor the other day that you stepped aside, or you stepped over.
I suppose I should introduce myself more formally.
At least something a little more than flashing your badge.
My name is Kaname Date.
Mr. Date, what can I help you with?
Let me analyze everything in your store first. I really don't understand this gameplay element. Like, I like that they say things about stuff, but I feel like you shouldn't be able to click on anything at all if there's nothing to be said about it. Like, the very first time you ever go to a place, it should be everything clickable, of course. But the next few times you visit it, there should be nothing for you to look at unless it's actually going to tell you more or something new. Because this is kind of ridiculous. But I understand they don't really want you to know everything that's going to give you a piece of information here and there. They want you to look for it. But I just think it's stupid. That's why I'm not reading them out loud anymore, because this will be like the 7th time we've explored this room. Half of these things say the literal same thing they said the last 7 times. Alright, I'm pretty sure we did everything. Yeah, the police are not very bright at all. Are you done packing?
Packing? What are you talking about?
I have no idea what he's talking about either.
I thought you came here to pack some of Ota's things for his hospital stay.
Oh yeah.
Ota? At the hospital? My boy's fine. You shouldn't say things like that to a mother.
She is losing her mind. About that photo.
Oh, this?
Turn the
This
photo
is a
toward me.
family photo from when Ota was still small. I wanted to look at it again. I'm a horrible mother. I've always caused trouble for my husband and Ota. They've helped me so many times. I am such a burden, but
Didn't she say he's like out getting ingredients the first time?
they were always smiling. They were so kind. I remember a gift they gave me one Mother's Day. They knew how much I liked floral patterns. So they gave me this apron and a kitchen knife. Oh, I was so happy. I was crying and smiling, and that's what this photo is from. It's kind of embarrassing, but isn't it such a nice photo?
It is, but we haven't seen the kitchen knife since the first time, I think.
Yes, that's very nice, Mayumi.
Where's your husband?
Oh, who knows?
Date, I did some research on her husband, Ota's father. His name is Matsushita Takaro. He died of myocardial infarction 5 years ago.
What? What is going on here?
About last night.
Last night? What time?
Before 10 p.m.
Oh, I was already asleep by 10.
You were sleeping? That can't be.
Ota.
I don't
You
think
left
she's
the diner to
necessarily
chase after Ota and Iris.
lying. I think she's just out of it.
I saw the whole thing with my own left eye.
Left eye? Not both your eyes?
Well...
Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't go anywhere last night. I was asleep. I was dreaming.
Dreaming?
Yes. A very nostalgic dream.
Whoops.
It was when my son had just started elementary school. I had Oda run an errand for me, and he was taking so long, and I was waiting. My husband said it was nothing to worry about, but I couldn't take it anymore and went to look for him. I found him at a traffic signal, crying. He said he couldn't come home because the signal was still red. But it was one of those crossing signals you have to push. That boy didn't even notice it. He just stood in front of that red light. So stubborn. So stupidly honest. Ah, that's my Oda. He was so cute. I couldn't help it.
Date, I noticed something.
She remembers things clearly if they're in the past. I feel like when her husband passed away 5 years ago, she just, like, time stopped for her.
Can you look at Mayumi with the thermal imaging turned on?
Yeah, her son is kinda dumb. Whoa. Nothing going on in the brain? Is that what you're gonna try to tell me?
Do you see it?
Part of her brain is blue,
That might be due to low blood flow in that part of the brain.
which means...
Mayumi has an illness. I have checked her hospital records. For the past 6 years, Mayumi has been suffering from dementia.
Dementia.
Symptoms vary considerably, but Mayumi appears to be afflicted by memory loss. She seems to be missing memories.
I see. So that's where those weird comments were coming from. Can she run a diner like that?
It isn't running.
What do you mean?
Matsushita Diner has been closed for 8 years. Matsushita Diner is near the Kabasaki district. It is not technically within the restricted area. However, after the chemical plant explosion, the number of potential customers must have dropped considerably. Before the accident, this diner managed quite well due to its proximity to Bloom Park. Patrons from Bloom Park would often eat here, being the cheaper option. But Bloom Park closed 8 years ago. The customers stopped coming, and then, naturally...
Does Mayumi not notice that the store is closed?
I do not think so.
Because of the dementia?
Yes.
I can't believe it.
Well, is that all? I have to start preparing for the dinner shift.
Mayumi student went to the kitchen.
Date, let's go. It's better that you leave things be.
You're right.
Nah. Alright, to the warehouse.
Two cars.
I've been saying that the whole time.
These cars have been parked here since before 3:17 a.m.
One van and one station wagon.
We know the station wagon is Ota's. I mean the van, sorry. Station wagon, I'm not sure about.
Iba, what's in the box?
What's in the box?
It looks like a person.
What?
No, never mind. It's a silicone doll, in the shape of a woman.
Oh, I see. Can you please move the crane?
Date, please shut up.
Oh, stop.
It looks like that girl Reika from the cabaret club in Nakamaguro.
Yeah.
He looks nothing like her.
barrier.
Date, look! The School of Mullet!
Mullet, like the hairstyle?
And
Aren't the fish so cute?
Yeah, I was thinking that too. They've never shown her ever. Alright. Hiya, policeman. What's up?
who owns the van?
The Matsushita family. It appears as though it was used for transporting ingredients and supplies.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
Watch the station wagon be the mother's.
Ota's
But
fingerprints were found on the steering wheel and gear shift.
But I feel like on the other timeline, when they both died, this was also here, and no one questioned who it belonged to.
Iris's fingerprints were found around the passenger seat.
So maybe it's not the mother's.
Those were the only prints recently made.
Was there anything else found inside the car?
There was one thing.
What was it?
Ota's cell phone. The one he purchased 2 days ago in Akihabara.
Let's look through it.
It slid under the driver's seat.
Where's the phone now?
Its data is being inspected and evaluated.
Oh yeah. Look at his browser history. Alright,
This station wagon is a stolen car.
Stolen?
Last night, the owner of the vehicle reported it stolen. It was stolen at 10:33 p.m. yesterday. The theft occurred in Fuchu, Tokyo, in the parking lot of Famisto, a convenience store along Koshu Highway.
The Famisto parking lot, huh?
The car was stolen while the owner was shopping inside the store. The vehicle's engine was on. The doors might have even been unlocked, which would have made the theft easy for the culprit.
That's smart.
Who took the car?
Ota Matsushita.
What?
Ota got into the car and drove off. The security cameras at the convenience store caught the entire incident.
How did he drive them both here?
Ota's fingerprints were also found on the steering wheel of that car.
Did he drive it here earlier, leave while leaving the car there, and then returned in the other one? Or...
There is no doubt that it was Ota.
The stream of the polar bear started around 3 a.m.
It's a 5-hour difference. I was knocked out the whole time.
About 10 minutes later, Ota appeared on screen.
Ota stole the car at 10:33 p.m. That makes 4.5 hours until he appeared on screen.
I cannot find anything in the vicinity that could be a clue.
Me either. Let's check inside the warehouse. Wow, it's cold in here.
The air conditioners have stopped. However, the insulation in the walls has kept the room temperature close to what it was this morning.
I should finish this investigation before I freeze to death.
Well then, you had better get started. The tires of the forklift are clearly frozen to the ground.
Which still makes no sense.
It hasn't been moved in a long time. What are you thinking?
Nothing. It just seemed noteworthy.
That's because it is.
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them. I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
So far, everything's the same we've seen already.
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Aren't you cold?
Some engineer from NRIPS created a jacket lined with heating wires. That keeps me warm. Nice, right? All the cops and inspectors around here are wearing them.
Shadows on the left caught my eye. Ooh. We'll check that out afterwards. Oil drum.
Really does look like Reika from that cabaret club in Nakamaguro.
Must be her.
I told you it does not.
Nah, I think it's her.
"3 a.m. this morning. Iris was lying right here."
If Ota hadn't come to save her, it would have been too late. That machine is used to cut ice.
And people.
We have gathered testimony from the workers regarding it. This has always been in the warehouse, so the suspect did not bring it here.
Any fingerprints?
Nothing. No fingerprints have been found at the scene at all.
How is that so? Ota touched this handle.
This entire warehouse is clean.
Did someone return to it and clean it? No, you should find Ota's fingerprints. That's very weird.
See.
What's the evidence way back here?
There are only a few items on the shelf. Is this warehouse not in use?
You can't find any leads on the shelf. I'm a little distracted. I have cameras around my house. Just because it's easy to set up surveillance now. Like in real life, not in a game. You can't hear it on stream, luckily, but there is a ton of noise outside my house right now. Because there's these kids, like a group of little kids, probably like 10, 12 years old. And there's like 5 of them. And every now and then, they'll come and they'll just like hang out on my front lawn. I don't even understand it. And that's what they're doing right now. I did a lot of stupid stuff when I was a kid, but I don't know if I just kind of like hung out on someone else's lawn. So in the corner of my eye as I'm playing a game, I just see like a group of kids, and I can of course hear them. Even if it's not being picked up on stream, I can hear a ton of noise from outside right now. And I don't know what they're doing, but I just see a lot of movement in my peripheral vision, so I keep turning over like, what the heck is that? But they also will go through the neighborhood sometimes and knock over mailboxes because they think they're cool, you know? So I gotta keep an eye on them. I'm not gonna have my mailbox knocked over, I'll tell you that. So if I suddenly like pause the stream, that's why. So I'm gonna go out there and tell them something because I'm an adult now. I'm on the other side of this. I gotta be like, you damn dastardly kids. You say that's a sign that you've gotten older. When you're driving down the street and there's a bunch of kids playing in the street and someone yells car and you're the car and not one of the kids that needs to move out of the way. Okay, we need to talk to this guy, and we need to get this shadow over here. Yeah, I've never done anything vandalism. I had a friend who rode in wet cement right when it got poured, and I was with him when he did it, and I wish he hadn't done it, but I was there for it and I didn't stop him. Well, I think I did tell him not to, but I didn't do anything further. That's the closest I've come to vandalism, but I would never knock over people's mailboxes and stuff. Like, right just now, there was like a few of them doing somersaults on my front lawn. Like, that's really weird. I've walked across people's lawns when I was a kid and stuff. I even jumped fences sometimes as a shortcut, which is kind of stupid because you're crossing someone's property. You don't know if they have a dog. You don't know if they're gonna get startled and come out with a gun. But as a kid, you don't always think about stuff like that. But I don't know if I lingered on someone's property, carefree, like they're doing. I wouldn't mind them walking across my front lawn or anything to go somewhere. It doesn't bother me. I'd prefer them not to go in my backyard and jump a fence, but even if they did, like I said, it's something I can relate to that I did. But like having a whole child town meeting on the front lawn for like 20 minutes at a time, that doesn't make sense to me. Do you have a family? We see a lot of each other, don't we?
Yeah, wish it were under better circumstances. Too bad you're not a girl. This could be the start of something.
Yeah, nothing like romance when you're on a bloody crime scene.
Yeah, thinking the same thing.
You have a family?
No, unfortunately I live alone.
I think this guy's the killer.
With a job like this, I don't really get the chance to meet new people.
Not really, but
once this
that'd be
case
funny.
is wrapped up, how about you and I go to a cabaret club together?
Hey, now you're talking. You're buying, right?
Sure, I'll expense it.
I recorded that conversation. I will be sending it to the boss later.
That's unethical.
On second thought, why don't we split it?
Aw, lame.
Any clues?
No, nothing so far.
You're just kneeling and writing about nothing.
It's dark over there.
Is it of concern?
Yeah, but without some light, I can't see.
I am perfect for times like this.
Floodlight. Night vision. What is it? Square object. Looks kind of like a wallet.
There's something there.
And it is near the back door.
You should go pick it up.
Is it gonna be...
Huh. I recognize this.
It's from Boss.
An Odoroki Man chocolate.
No, I don't know.
You've been collecting them for 3 years. Each chocolate contains a special sticker inside.
Boss has stickers on her desk.
Years ago, you started buying them for Mizuki, but eventually, you got hooked on them. Even after Mizuki lost interest, you kept buying them.
That's a bittersweet memory. The Odoroki Man chocolate. Why is this here?
Perhaps we can use it as a clue. Let's investigate further.
How about you check it for fingerprints, huh?
Oh, it's freezing.
Date, we're at our limit. We've examined everything of interest here. Let's go elsewhere.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Headquarters.
Before we reach HQ, let's summarize our investigation so far.
Alright. Let's start with this dashboard and stuff.
These are tasty when they're golden brown.
I believe you're referring to hash browns.
I like how much wordplay they use. It's a steering wheel.
Boxing gloves.
A boxer puts his boxing gloves in the glove box.
Is he gonna freak out about something in the backseat?
Mirror, mirror in the car.
Close.
Who is the most handsome policeman by far? Why, that is Mr. Date, of course.
Date, this is starting to concern me.
Up his medicine dose.
You really should get some sleep.
Alright, I think that's everything. Let's check what she's got to say. I'm exhausted.
Likely because you haven't had a good night's sleep.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been this busy.
If my body were made of flesh, I would offer my lap as a pillow.
Yeah, and he would like that.
What? You can't say something like that out of the blue. Now it's awkward.
About so.
There is only circumstantial evidence linking So Sejima to the new Cyclops serial killings.
I agree, but there has to be more to it. The Kumakuras had connections to both victims. So has a connection to the Kumakuras. There's a common link there. They have to be involved somehow. So also might have connections to Iris.
Because So appeared in Iris's Somnium?
Everyone has connections to everyone.
Yeah.
Like Clue, you know? Murder happens and you find out everybody was involved with each other in some way in the past.
I am more interested in the hired guns that So uses as bodyguards. I did some research and discovered that Mr. Sejima hires substantial security. If all of his security staff are this heavily armed, Yakuza gangs pale in comparison.
What? He has one pistol. If all of his security staff carries a single pistol, they're so heavily armed the Yakuza pales in comparison. Like, the Yakuza's not gonna have a pistol.
Is So trying to start trouble?
Unknown, but there is definitely more than he is letting on.
Especially since we were at the Yakuza office earlier and had someone use a damn Gatling gun at us. About Mizuki.
Mizuki did not have any new information about Okiura Fishery. Currently, it seems there is nothing linking that company to Renju.
Still, something's not right.
Yeah, Aiba's not right, because Aiba's in the left eye socket. Oh, Mayumi.
Mayumi is suffering from dementia. If Mayumi followed Ota and Iris, it is highly likely that she saw the person in the polar bear costume. But...
she might not remember.
Let's go in her brain.
correct.
Oh man, if we do a Somnium of her, which we probably will, it's gonna be bizarre. Being inside a Somnium of a dementia person.
There is an important piece of news.
What is it?
The Odoroki Man chocolate found at the warehouse. Fingerprints were found on it.
Of course.
Whose?
Mayumi Matsushida's.
Yeah.
What?
Mayumi bought the chocolate at the convenience store 812 on Koshu. This was captured on security footage. 812 stores are commonly called 8s. 8 is not far from the Famisto where Ota stole the station wagon.
Okay. So that might have been Ota's chocolate that he got for his mother?
Hold on a second.
Maybe?
I'm having trouble keeping the facts straight.
Allow me to summarize.
Please.
The chocolate was purchased yesterday at 10:33 p.m.
That's the same time Ota stole that car.
Correct.
What conclusions can we draw from that?
Unknown. All that is known for certain is that Mayumi bought the chocolate at an 8 store last night.
Oh yeah, that's right. Ota couldn't have stolen it or gotten a chocolate for the mother because the mother was seen purchasing it. Ah. It's bizarre.
And that same chocolate somehow ended up in the warehouse.
Did she go there and drop it?
It is possible.
Well...
Sorry
Boss?
to interrupt your brainstorming, but there's a call from the boss.
Connect me.
Date, did you hear that Iris's operation is over?
Yeah, I heard about it at the hospital. She made it, right?
Yes, but she's still unconscious. She's currently in the ICU. No visitors allowed.
Alright.
Ota, however, seems like he can talk now.
He's out of treatment?
Yeah, he's in a general ward now.
Got it. I'll head over.
I'll meet you there.
How are you feeling, Ota?
You know, surprisingly, I'm feeling pretty good.
Oh yeah? Let me hit you over the head.
I'm still under anesthesia, so I don't have any pain.
I'll wait then for it to wear off.
Alright, that's good.
Ota, I'm sorry to put this on you right after your surgery, but can you talk to us for a minute?
Yeah, before we arrest you for assaulting a police officer. Boss got right to business after introducing herself. I don't know why, but Ota seemed almost happy to answer. Maybe it was the drugs, maybe it was the high from surviving a life or death situation, or maybe it was because he saved Iris.
Yeah, sure.
I'm pretty sure it's because of the last one. Alright, let's analyze the room again. Peekaboo.
Is it a bedside table when you move it away from the bed?
I suppose then it's just a table.
True. Throwing
Hey,
out the facts.
Date, when are you planning on leaving? The good stuff is gonna come on soon.
You're not watching that tonight.
I keep thinking of him as a child, but he's 24. Why'd you come here?
I'm kind of interested in Ota.
Really? Didn't realize he was your type.
In me?
You protected the woman you love. That's not easy to do. I wanted to meet the brave little hero.
Hero?
Little?
To me, you're still little.
Oop. Let's skip too fast. But he is. Did you find any new clues?
If I did, I would have told you already.
Anything you ask Oda?
I'll leave this to you, Date.
Of course, make me do all the work. You'll just stand there and stare at this kid here.
Hey, Date? I don't think I can sleep by myself tonight.
Nope. I respectfully decline.
Will you sleep with me?
Nope.
Why me?
Oh, then that old woman over there is fine.
She doesn't look like an old woman.
Old woman?
We'll shoot you in the head. That's right. About the walk. Let's get this.
You hit me over
handled.
the head with that walk, didn't you?
Oh, that was...
An
I
accident?
thought I needed to protect Tessa, so...
Isn't there something you want to say to me?
Also tell me about that
I'm
thing.
sorry.
Now.
It's okay. But you're not gonna get a second chance.
I won't do it again. I swear on Ganesha.
You should swear to a god that's a little closer, kid.
Ah. No, she's not old. then again, Japanese people, their culture, they consider people old in their 30s a lot of times. If you've made it to your 30s and 40s and you're not married and stuff, a lot of them just give up. You hear about Iris?
Her surgery was successful, right?
Yeah, thanks to you. If you weren't there, Iris would have been in real trouble.
I'm Tessa's biggest fan. Any fan would have done what I did. It's nothing special. It's as normal as garlic and ramen.
I think that depends on preference.
Honestly, I'm a little bit scared of my new power.
I want ramen now.
When I locked eyes with that polar bear, I saw him start shaking. He saw how strong I was and got scared, no doubt.
And that's why you're in a hospital and he's not.
Ota's body temperature is rising.
He's embellishing his story quite a bit.
I think we can let that go today.
Yeah, you're right.
Who stabbed you?
Were you watching the stream? A big polar bear.
Yes, I'm talking about who was inside. Did you see them?
No. Whoever it was probably wearing that costume to hide their identity.
Okay, while he's stuck in the hospital and he can't get away, we need to find out what that thing was that he was talking to Iris about. We need to find out why he stole a car, and did he see his mom last night, and what about the chocolate? He's stuck, he can't leave. We don't even need to arrest him. We can just sit here and just constantly badger him. And if I know how this game rolls, we're not even going to get half that information right now. Oh, maybe I'm wrong, because we are asking about that thing.
That's... Sorry. I promised that I wouldn't tell anyone.
Then I'll tell Iris about your fake accounts. You know what happens after that, right? Everything you built up here is gonna come crashing down.
I don't know. I think she tossed that out and not minded so much because he saved her life.
But I can't tell you.
Why not? Calm down and think about it. The criminal who attacked Iris is still out there. Iris might have seen the criminal's face. Whoever did this might come back to kill her.
No.
If you want to protect her, the fastest way is for us to catch this guy. But to do that, I need information.
Okay.
Let's ask about chocolate. Look at this chocolate.
Does this jog your memory?
Oh, that.
What? Do you know something about it? You don't have to show me the thermograph. It's written all over his face.
Absolutely.
Oh, come on. What happened after you left the diner?
You mean after hitting you with the walk?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I took Tessa in the van and we ran away. I drove for a while, then we decided to take a breather. I parked the car at Famisto on Koshu. I told Tessa I was gonna go in and buy something to drink. I got out of the car, and I went inside.
Ah. And the bear stole the van with her in it, and he had to steal a car to chase after them. And the chocolate is what he bought, but no, his mother bought the chocolate.
But then, I heard Tessa screaming, "Ota, help!" I ran out of the store as fast as I could. But the car was driving away! I looked around, and I saw there was a car with its engine still on, and...
The station wagon, right?
Yeah. Before I even realized what I was doing, I was behind the steering wheel. I didn't mean to steal it. I just needed to borrow it.
The time was 10:33 p.m. Now we know why Ota stole the station wagon.
Okay.
I took the car, then drove out onto Koshu, but I couldn't find the van anywhere. I searched for what felt like hours.
You didn't contact the police?
I thought, after I hit you...
You shouldn't have worried about that.
but that's all that I was thinking at the time.
So you worried more what would happen to you. That took precedence over, or priority rather, over us helping you find Iris.
I thought that if I called the cops, they'd arrest me. I wasn't thinking clearly. I was panicking. And that's why I didn't realize it right away.
Realize what?
My phone. I left my new phone in the car.
Why is that so important?
Because
I can track
the
it.
phone had GPS on it. If I looked it up, I would find the location of the van.
Smart.
So I drove as fast as I could to an internet cafe and looked it up. That's when I found out my new phone was at a warehouse near the water. You know the rest.
Okay.
Did you see me turn off the saw?
Yeah.
But everything after that was off screen.
Maybe that's why they don't have any fingerprints on it, because he's wearing a glove. See, why does he look like asleep, though? Is that just how his character's animated?
What happened?
I honestly don't remember much. My mind went blank. I remember rushing the bear, and I think I was fighting him for a while. And we got tangled up, and then before I knew it, he got me in the stomach with a knife.
Just to make absolutely certain, you didn't see who was in the suit?
No, I didn't.
Voice? Body type?
Nothing. Sorry.
Anything at all you can remember?
I'm sorry, I told you everything. I can't think of anything else.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Date, look.
Oh, come on.
He's a lion.
After all this, what is he trying to hide?
He's pissing me off. What does he know that he's not saying? Unless it was his mom in the polar bear. She went into the 8th station or whatever. She bought the chocolate, came out, saw the witch, and thought, huh, I'll kill her. About that thing.
Remember when I told you about my day Saturday? I kind of lied a little.
What did you lie about?
When I got to Sunfish Pocket, I saw a sign that said the place was all rented out. That part is true. But after that, I said I went home, but I didn't. I was hanging out in Akihabara for a few hours.
Is that when you bought your new phone?
Yeah.
Why did you hide that?
Because something happened after.
I forgot she was here. I mean, she's right on the screen, but I've been looking at the dialogue mostly. And she hasn't spoken in forever. Something happened after. What is it?
This must have been about 8:50. I was going to cross the intersection in Akiba, and I saw Mr. Okiura's car at the light. But when I got close, I saw Tessa driving it.
What?
Iris was driving it?
That's right, we do think maybe
Whoa,
she killed
you
him.
surprised me.
I'm more surprised than you are. Is something wrong?
What do you mean? Hey, Tessa.
Oh, yeah, of course I do. Not have one.
You don't have a license?
Shh. Mr. Okiura asked me to run an errand. I had to borrow his car. Please don't tell anyone.
Okay.
You promise?
Anything for you. After that, the light turned green and she drove off.
Was Iris the only one in the car?
Yeah, it was just her.
Maybe Renju was in the trunk.
That's what I meant by that thing. An idle driving without a license is a huge deal. So I kept quiet.
Saturday at 6:15 p.m., Ota saw Iris and Renju together. They were leaving the Sunfish Pocket building. 2.5 hours later, Ota witnessed Iris driving Renju's car. What are your thoughts?
This is sounding really bad for Iris.
But consider the current circumstances. Iris had her left eye taken out by a criminal who is possibly the new Cyclops killer.
What if Iris stole the van, screamed for Ota to help, then drove herself to the fishery place, took her own eye out, ate it, swallowed it real quick to dispose the evidence, and then strapped herself into the bench and turned on the saw, knowing that, no, I'm kidding, I don't know.
And if Ota had not reached her in time, she would have been killed.
She first befriended a polar bear to help make her story look true.
What is going on here?
Date, Ota is acting strange.
Because he's a lying liar that
I
lies.
advise caution.
What do you mean?
Why do you keep turning her name green for? Uh-oh. What the fuck? How the hell? Is that his mom's knife? Is that the one he was stabbed with? What is he doing with a knife?
I don't believe it.
He's holding a knife.
Why does he have that?
In any case, you know what you have to do now.
Yeah, I have to punch him in the face and pin him and steal his knife.
I know.
Let me go! Let me go!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Shut up! Just let
What's
me
wrong
go!
with you? Boss doesn't play.
Sleeping gas. Now you've done it. I can't question him like this.
But you can still get information.
Oh, great. We get to go in his head for the first time.
His head.
Yep. This will be interesting.
As you know, the limit is 6 minutes. Please, do not go over it.
I'll do what I want.
Won't be a problem. But, are you sure this is okay? Ota just came out of surgery.
If anything happens, I'll take responsibility.
But...
It's fine. Just get it done.
Good enough for me.
Is this gonna be in the warehouse or in a diner?
Can
This
you
is strange.
please take me with you? As long as I have Wi-Fi, I don't need anything else.
Sorry, we can't have pets.
Cold-hearted old man.
Is this the cold storage warehouse?
Seems to be.
Not a manga cafe? Or an otaku shop?
No, but a warehouse is a commonly used location in live-action dramas.
You know a lot.
Predicting this, I did some research on Ota's taste.
I see. By the way, are you smaller?
Either that, or everything else is bigger. Interesting.
Hey, that's...
Polar bear.
Iris is about to be...
Stop right there! The heavens call. The earth cries out. The crowds roar. All calling on me to strike back against evil!
This is happening.
Hold on, Tessa! I will save you! Yeah! I will protect Tessa!
Is this from the stream we saw earlier?
This is Ota's memory of it. It appears to be a bit exaggerated.
All right, let's help reproduce the memory.
I think the polar bear is his mom.
Somnium scan, activate!
I've been using the time-saving timies the whole time. But if you mean by that this is a harder one where you have to be more careful and more strategic in their use, then yeah. Right now I kind of use them willy-nilly. Wait, what just happened there? I'm so confused. I'm 20 hours into the game. I just saved and I'm 18 hours into the game? Did I really save? How was that so? I was at 20 hours and 42 minutes into the game before, and now I'm 18 hours and 40 minutes. Did it not refresh? I know that's not real time because that's what this is. Military time, you know? What? See, that was 17 hours and 42 minutes several days ago. And I played more than an hour today. What am I experiencing here? Is it not really saving? Is the game timer screwed up? I don't know what's happening. Reproduce the fiery battle between Ota and a polar bear. Save Iris, save the world.
Curse you, polar bear! I will vanquish you!
I don't know if that's so. This right here to 2052 is the real time. Because that's military time. My current time is 8, well, when I saved it was 8:52. So this is the real world time. This should be how much time I've spent playing. Because what I was doing previous to that is like, for instance here, right? I saved the game and then 10 minutes later I thought, oh, let me save again. And so there's a 10-minute difference between these two. So that should be how much time into the game I am. So when I quit playing a couple days ago, I was 20 hours and 42 minutes into the game. That's what I believe. But then now it's saying 1841. You see? And this is the first time it's gone down ever. See, I've been saving, you know, going downward. So this was 1320, 1405, 1440, 1456, 1506, so on. It always increased, and only now has it gone down for the first time. It's very strange. But this is the real time here. This is the date and the time. So that's what's got me confused. Whatever. As long as the save system works, I don't care. I can go into Steam right now and see how long I've actually put into the game. Somewhere around 21 hours into the game, according to Steam. Yeah, I think it's bugged or something. Because according to Steam, I'm at 21 hours. So this should say 21, which would be accurate. It should say about 22, actually. Which would be accurate because it'd be right after this amount. I think it's screwed up. I think it's a bug.
If I rush in, I'll slip on the ice and fall! Like this.
We know what slipping and falling is. We don't need to see a example of it.
Damn it! If I go long like that, I'll have nothing to show for it. All of it amounts to nothing. What will I do?
Run around it.
I don't know what that was exactly, but the knowledge you gained might be useful.
I did not want to use my local storage space for this.
Alright. So, we needed to check out... What was the first thing? Icy floor, and then Iris, and then the polar bear, and then Ota. That's the order I think I need to do this, and that's the secret over there. So that's where we're gonna get first, is the secret. 'Cause that's how I roll. Can't jump though. Well, I'm gonna waste a lot of time doing this. Oh, I thought it was a ramp. Maybe we gotta get it later.
The ice on the floor is slick.
What? Punch it? Let's punch it. Man, everything has a shit ton of time. So maybe it's more beneficial to do something else and get a timey and then come back to it. I don't think that's true. Alright, whatever.
Ice on the floor is slick.
We'll use up all the time. Let's punch it.
This is for Date!
Because I don't tend to beat the things in one try anyway, so...
This is for Date! This is for Date!
What did the ice do to me?
Those who don't fight won't survive!
Yeah, I'm sure the other stuff will give me timies, but I'm gonna try it like this. And if it fails, I will just redo it. Oh man, this is another split one. Alright. That saved you no time whatsoever. I mean, that didn't help. You knocked him down, but...
Damn! He's too strong! It sucks, but this is war after all! Tessa! May the glory of victory be yours!
It's over.
I suppose we have no choice but to find the glory of victory.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
A lot of plates.
A plate attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted over it.
Escort him to the green shelf and the red shelf? Escort who? The light? So I gotta bounce it off the plates probably? But I don't see what is that up there? We gotta escort him to the green shelf? Yeah, we're gonna run out of time fast. Let's, what is that up there? Something up there. Oil
plate
drum.
Attached to the cold has frosted over it.
Okay, we're gonna wipe it off. We're just trying willy-nilly. I don't expect to...
Off, but nothing is happening.
I don't expect to beat it the first time. This is just me
You have 3 minutes
getting a
Place
feel
attached to the
for how this needs to be done.
D.
Yeah, D's don't really do it for me. They have to be at least an F.
There is no end to your desire.
Well, back to work.
There seems to be nothing here. An oil drum, though it is lying down.
Roll it. Oh, come on. You can do it. Hit that red shelf, whatever that does.
Acetone? ASAT?
You bet.
What is this?
What? That's the mom's knife.
I don't want to die. I eventually stopped thinking. That's Tessa! Stand your ground! Otomatsu Shida cowers to no one!
Alright, I guess the other path would have been the green shelf. Maybe.
I have to fight back with something!
I would have had to pick one of the letters or something. Yeah, but I don't know if I have enough time. I'm gonna use the crane, which is right above him, with the remote control.
A remote control. It fell when Oto ran into the shelf.
Press the button.
Nothing is happening.
We gotta go turn on that first. Oh my gosh.
It appears to be a power panel.
Jump. Throw something. Pray. I don't think jump's gonna work.
Ah! Sailing jump! Float!
Enough. You've done well.
Shit.
It appears
Yeah.
to be a power panel.
Throw something. Oh, how convenient.
This is an ice cold one.
So I'm guessing I can only get the secret on the other path.
Iba, aim for the switch.
Aim for it.
Position target in the center and hit the switch. Position target in the center and hit the switch.
Alright, I gotta get back there fast enough to hit that button.
Now it will move!
Or he will do it.
I can't stand. I'm weak.
Did he really help Iris like that?
Regardless of the truth, right now, I am Ota's last hope. I have to help him up.
This is annoying.
Yeah, I don't have enough time to find a way around it this time. I would assume the forklift, maybe. But it's not a priority this time. I'll do it on next route.
A remote control. Here it goes. I hear some sounds, but no response. I'm I'm not sure I should press it. Ota might need to.
Yeah, Ota.
Date, 30 seconds.
Ota looks frightened. He cannot stand.
I'll show him frightening. I'll make him scared. Oh gosh. Isn't encourage and motivate kind of the same thing?
Don't be scared. Stand up. Don't beg for it. Earn it. Do it and you'll be rewarded.
Tell him it's for ASAT.
The ghost inside me whispered. That's right. I can't be scared now. I have to stand up. Now, count up your sins. Maybe this.
You can do it. There was blood found in that area, but I assumed it was his from getting stabbed. If it was the bear's, we would have been able to check the blood type and everything. DNA. Time to get stabbed.
Date, you've hit the limit. Time's up.
Wait! I can almost make out their face!
Pewter.
It was his mom.
Stop! Stop it!
Had the knife and everything. The chocolate was here. Why would you do that, Mom? Or at least that's what they want me to believe. It could be a distraction. That is a lot of blood. Mommy says you're grounded. I hope I'm wrong about that. I like them to subvert my expectations more. But we'll find out eventually. And I beat it on the first try somehow. I just didn't do everything. I didn't even bother with Iris. Like, whatever. You'll be okay. I like how his version of events didn't even have him whatsoever saving Iris. Or turning off the machine. I don't think. Or did they show him doing that in the beginning? I don't remember anymore.
What were you thinking? You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes.
I do what I want.
Any longer and you risk getting your mind completely taken over by the subject.
I know.
No, you clearly don't. This isn't just about you, Date. If your consciousness erodes inside of Somnium, you put the subject in danger as well.
If I may? Fortunately, there were no abnormalities detected in the brainwaves after the sync. Date and Ota both read normal. Although, the timing was really close.
What was I supposed to do? You saw it, boss. You too, Pewter. I was about to see the culprit's face.
Not necessarily.
Ota got stabbed before he saw it.
We need to verify that Ota did in fact see the culprit's face.
We know whose knife it is, though.
That's the only way it could have ended up in his Somnium.
Well, Ota?
Huh?
You saw the killer's face at the warehouse, didn't you?
Tell us.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see their face. If I did, I would have told you guys already.
You see?
I mean, I did try to get a look at them when the polar bear fell over. They looked like they were knocked out, so I tried to grab the head part. But as soon as I did, I got stabbed in my gut.
That is what we witnessed in his Somnium.
Yeah.
But he was still lying about something. We know that.
I wish I could climb up on that table and fly around the world on it with Tessa.
That's not a
What
carpet.
kind of fantasy is that?
Yeah. Need a warrant. Is there someone in this locker?
I've been watching you
It's so weird.
forever and ever.
Hey, did you hear something just now?
I did not. Perhaps you're imagining it.
I think it's a result of something going on with him and his medication. I do like how sometimes you experience a room
Look,
from a different perspective because we've never sat here before.
that haunted girl is crawling out of the well.
She says that one a lot.
Well, why not give knife hunting a whirl?
Are you glitching out or something?
Iba needs her medication too. Peter. About my brainwaves and Otis.
It's all right. As I mentioned earlier, both your brainwaves are normal. However, I'm sure there was some overload. You should go home and get some rest.
I'm pretty sure both my character and Oda's brains were never normal. She looks more upset than angry right now. Offer a genuine apology.
I know it was dangerous to sink past the time limit. That was my fault, and I'm sorry.
Are you really sorry?
I'm really, really sorry.
Yes.
Then you owe me some Dom P at my favorite club in Kabukicho.
I'm not that sorry.
Or you can lick my shoes.
No, we're going clubbing.
Either or.
Proud to never apologize for anything ever again. Alright. What a change into his usual clothes. Looks tired sitting in the chair. Yeah, I'm sure he's still very much wounded. How you feeling?
I've been better. I'm still a little drowsy.
What about your stab wound?
My what? Oh! Oh, it hurts.
Yeah, tell me everything and I won't press on it. Oh yeah, I know. Some people online would pay for that. If you can think it, it exists somewhere.
It started acting up suddenly. Ow! It's because you grabbed me and forced me to come here, Date!
Yep, and there's more of that where it came
Don't
from.
blame me, that was Boss.
I'll sue you for this!
Oh, come on.
Or, how about this? Get me one of the straws Tessa used, and I won't sue you.
Straw.
I see Ota is back to his healthy self.
Well, he'd certainly be licking Tessa's shoes.
Guess so.
Why were you hiding a knife in your room?
Because I was scared.
Scared?
This is where he says he didn't know if I was the killer or who was, and he had to protect himself. And why is my glove right here isn't finished like they made this in MS Paint and they didn't draw the border.
The killer could come here to finish the job.
Look at these fat fingers.
But you didn't get a good look at their face, right?
But they don't know that. I had it prepared just in case. You know what I'm talking about, right, Date? Preparing in advance in case you might need it. Like making sure your room is nice and clean before you go to a party. Oh, sorry. You probably don't have any experience with that.
I have more experience than you.
What about the hook in Polar Bear's leg?
Ota, let me ask you something. When you were fighting the polar bear back at the warehouse, did the crane hook get stuck on the polar bear's leg?
Now that you mention it, maybe it did.
We should have seen the blood and DNA then. And now we're looking for a wounded person then. Check if his mother has a wounded leg. We didn't see that when we visited her.
Maybe?
It's like I told you. I don't really remember much. With all the tension and excitement and fear and adrenaline, my mind just went blank. But now that we're talking about it, I remember. Yeah, no doubt about it. The crane hook got stuck on the polar bear's left leg. And then, when the hook got pulled out, blood sprayed all over.
I saw that blood pool.
Date, I checked all of the hospitals in the metropolitan area.
His blood pooled into the same spot though.
None have a record of a patient admitted after 3 a.m. with a wound to the left leg.
If what I saw in Somnium is how it happened in real life, that was a deep wound. He definitely would have needed first aid.
Perhaps a friend or accomplice helped them.
You think there are multiple killers?
That is not what I said. They may have helped the culprit, but not necessarily been involved in the crimes.
I relayed the information to Boss and Peter.
So we know that the culprit has a deep wound on their left leg. That information could be crucial in catching them.
Date, get out there. Look for people with an injured left leg.
How exactly?
Can't you just go ask around or something?
Are you serious? Do you know how many people live in this city?
Peter sure looks like a villain right now.
What?
Wait. Why am I...
What is the matter?
Why am I... Oh, I haven't slept in too long. And my brain from going into Somnium is screwed up. And I'm wounded from my left leg. No, that'd be funny.
Date!
Are you alright?
Date residence. Once again, should have brought Mizuki. Literally, this whole game could be solved if Mizuki was just with us at all times.
Hey, this is...
Oh, you're alive.
Mizuki? What happened?
I don't even get to bed when I'm wounded. I still have to be on the sofa. Even when I'm passed out? Come on.
You drank too much at the club and passed out.
No, that's not what happened.
Liar. I remember everything until I collapsed in the control room.
You did something dangerous during the sink last night, didn't you? Your brain got overloaded and you passed out. That's what Pewter and Boss said.
You met them?
They brought you over. They said to let you sleep it off because you were tired from the investigation.
It's a kitchen. I started watching Star Trek Picard last week. And only 2 episodes are out so far. And I'm not in any way a Trekkie. I prefer Star Wars and fantasy over Star Trek and sci-fi, but I like them both. And I watched a little bit of Next Generation when I was a kid. And off and on I watched maybe a few episodes of Deep Space Nine and stuff, but I was never really into it strongly or anything. But I started watching Picard because it looked interesting, and it's alright. I'm not excited about it, or it's not amazing or anything right now. It could be, but there just hasn't had enough, there hasn't been enough episodes for me to form like a big opinion on it. But it got me thinking I should go back and watch some of the older ones. So I started watching today the original series, which is really tough to get through. I tried this maybe 5-6 years ago, and I've just never been a big fan of the Monster of the Week formula for TV shows and stuff. Like, it's boring to me. And of course, the show's very dated. I mean, it got canceled after 3 years. People forget how bad the original series is, or it's an acquired taste, let's say that, because some people love it. But the original series is not why the Trek universe became famous. It's the movies that did it, that came way after the original series. It's the movies mixed with Next Generation that made it a big thing. And so I'm trying to get through it, but it's from the 60s, and it's kind of laughable sometimes, kind of corny. So I'm doing that a bit. I'm gonna try to watch through the original series, not all episodes. I looked up guides online to like cut out the filler, because even with the filler cut out, I still would have to watch right now like 34 hours of original series and then 81 hours of Next Generation, you know? It's crazy. I don't even know if I'll be able to do it. I'll probably end up quitting one of them. But anyway, that's my goal right now. And then I'll watch a bit more. I'll keep watching Picard as that comes out, and I'll try to decide how much I like Star Trek universe and stuff. I've seen all the new movies, and I saw all the old movies. When'd you have school?
I'm off today.
Why?
You're always off. You never go to school anymore.
It's Tuesday. You should have school.
You really can be an insensitive jerk, can't you? Taking the day off for mourning.
I see.
Where's Ota?
He probably went back to the hospital.
Boss told Mizuki about Ota being synced. And about what happened at the cold storage warehouse.
Why did she tell her all that?
Mizuki was asking about the status of the investigation. The girl has lost both her parents. I am sure Boss felt that she deserved to know.
Boss computer say anything?
Oh, Date's brain is rotting away. He won't last long now. You should probably prepare for a funeral soon.
So they told you I'm completely fine, huh?
I detect no noticeable damage to your brain. You should not have any issue continuing the investigation.
Time to get back to the investigation and bring her this time.
Hey, will you take me with you?
Yep.
I told you yesterday, Mizuki. I won't put you in danger like that.
But you're close to catching the culprit, right? The killer has an injury on their left leg. Boss said you need to find them. Let me help you.
No, you stay here.
Date, don't you know how I feel? My parents are dead. I saw their bodies with my own eyes. If I don't do something, I'm going to go crazy. Date, please.
Absolutely, come with us. Where am I in the flowchart? Ooh, we're all the way over here. So I'm gonna have to go down this route. Which one is that? That's me passing out. Yeah, we're gonna have to go down this route eventually. When we hit a dead end here. Cool.
Date, consider Mizuki's feelings. She is lonely. Mizuki has not been with Renju and Shoko for 4 years, but clearly she still feels a bond to them. A bond that was broken by the murderer. With her parents gone, Mizuki has almost no one. She can only depend on one person now.
Is that one person Adarabbit? I think I know.
You know to whom I am referring.
Uh-huh, Adarabbit. Yep. Mm-hmm. Tell Mizuki that you'll take her with you.
Fine, let's go.
You're gonna take me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Date.
She'll be shit-talking me in a couple minutes. Guaranteed. Got up, grab the towel from the sink, and toss it at
Here,
Mizuki.
wipe your tears. We're heading out.
You think this would be Date's, like, opportunity
Date, I must admit, I am at a disadvantage.
to have the excuse to go check out people's legs, you know?
The clue that the culprit is injured on their left leg does not help me narrow down suspects significantly.
We need to revisit the scene.
Can't you check security cameras from throughout the city, starting with Fishery, and look for anyone limping? Just anywhere, you know?
It's possible that we might find the culprit at one of the crime scenes.
I mean, you might find someone limping 4 streets over, 12 blocks over, it doesn't matter. That would be a good thing to go on, especially if it's someone we know.
Or ask around the city for further information.
Boom. Holy shit. Alright, we got a lot of places to go. I think I'm gonna end it here. Been almost 3 hours. I'm gonna try to stick to a schedule now because I've been really bad at consistency. You'd assume police would have access to hospital information. They already checked the hospital according to Iba. She said that no one stopped by a hospital with an injured leg from that night onward. But I'm curious that even if they didn't catch anybody on the cameras around the fishery, which is what they said, they should have certainly caught someone on the cameras somewhere. Like, start with the cameras closest to the fishery and move out in a circle, you know, around it, and check all of them. For an AI, it's not a problem. For a human, I would say, okay, that's kind of tough. But for an AI, that's not a problem. You know, here's the fishery. Check all these cameras first. Then go out here and check all these cameras. Look for someone limping or something, you know? This is where Bloom Park is or something? Right here? So that right there is, what's her face house? Somewhere around there. Sunfish Pocket. I don't know. I thought this was Bloom Park area. Might be wrong. What's this one down here? That's Bloom Park. Oh, wrong spot. So over here is the diner. So there's not that much of a distance between the diner right here. So you'd really only have to check these cameras, but they're not thinking it could be her, even though they saw the damn flowery knife. I can't believe they overlooked that stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to be more consistent with my schedule. What I'm trying to do now is Sundays and Mondays at 7 p.m. my time. Which was 2.5 hours ago. And I'm gonna take off Tuesday nights. I'll go on Sunday and Monday, then off a day. Then Wednesday and Thursday, then off a day. Maybe Saturdays too. But for now, I'm just trying to 4 days a week. I might get on Tuesday nights every now and then, Friday nights every now and then, Saturday nights, or during the day on Saturday sometimes. I'm gonna try not to skip things unless something really comes up that's important. It's so bizarre though, 2042 and now we're at 1918. Something's wrong with that. Whatevers. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm getting off. It's only been a little under 3 hours, but I still haven't eaten dinner. And I'm getting really hungry. So that's probably what I'll do. I played a little bit earlier of Dead Cells. I never thought I'd like that game. I'm really into Dark Souls and stuff, but and Metroid type games. So you think that a side-scrolling roguelike game with difficult combat would be right up my alley, but every time I looked at it, and I was like looking at dead cells real close. I was like, it's not my thing. But I played it earlier and I actually got kind of hooked on it. And I'm like, oh man, I need to stream that maybe sometime. Yeah, I think you had said it took you about 30 hours. I figure I'm really at like 22 hours, so I have to be over half. I would imagine. Then again, I am taking things slow. So maybe I'm gonna take 40 hours to beat it. Because I don't think I'm really 19 hours in. I think I'm about 22 hours into the game right now. So if it took you 30 hours to beat it, it takes most people about 24 hours to beat it, 25, on like how long to beat website it says. So according to them, I only have 2 or 3 hours left, but I have way more than that. Like you click on everything just like I did, took you 30 hours. I probably have about 8 hours more. So that would put me at something like what? 70% through the game or something, maybe? If that's accurate. Or maybe I'm going even slower. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna beat this game. Probably in the next couple weeks or less, hopefully. And then I'll move on from there. I'm gonna be playing Divinity Original Sin 2 with a couple friends. And after that, maybe I'll play some Dead Cells or something else. I have lots of games, lots and lots that I need to beat. I'll probably revisit the Nonary games at some point too. So yeah, I plan to be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. my time, Central Time. Yeah, Divinity Original Sin 2 is turn-based RPG, isometric. It's considered one of the best RPGs made in the last few years. And I beat the first one, but I haven't played the second one yet. And I've been having it installed and ready. I've just been waiting on a friend. And I also delayed it for a little while because I'm playing this and I wanted to beat this first. It has a really good story. Thanks for stopping by and chatting tonight. I'll be back tomorrow night if everything goes according to plan. So have a good night.